unfortunately, I do think the chance for that flooding is going to increase over the next several days. But for today, at least, we remain dry across the region. Just seeing some of those fair weather clouds out there. A lot of sunshine today. Expect that to continue for most of the day today. 82 degrees right now, so quite warm out there. Dew point around 66, so a bit humid as well as you step out the door. Pretty similar conditions to what we saw yesterday. Everyone dealing with those low to mid 40s right now. We're talking 84 in Dixon Springs, 84 in Eddyville, 84 in Union City, but 83 over in Piedmont, and our coolest spot right now, 81 in Elsinore. So everyone dealing with the 80s, we're going to continue to rise into the upper 80s as we head later on through the day. We do have a lake wind advisory across the area, so if you are out on any of those bodies of water, expect some rough waters out there with the winds gusting around 25 miles per hour across the entire area. So expect that if you are going out on any of those lakes today. We remain hot for the remainder of today, so expect that. Dry conditions to continue later on tonight into the overnight, expecting storms to move into the area, and of course more storms for Wednesday afternoon. We'll detail all of that here in just a second. And then later this week, that flash flood threat increases because of just the daily amounts of rain that we are going to end up getting here starting on the day tomorrow. Futurecast showing clear conditions through the rest of today, but we do have storms approaching from the west later on this evening. As we get to about the midnight hour, that's when we're seeing storms potentially moving through our northwest counties, heading towards Carbondale, places starting to move towards Paducah by 1 a.m. So this is an overnight threat here. These storms will be generally weakening as they move through, but as they at least start out with our northwest counties, I should say, I do expect a few of those storms to be potentially strong to severe, with some damaging wind gusts being the primary threat. That clears out, but in the morning it leaves some of those showers and a couple of those clouds around, and it really limits the instability across at least our northern half of the region. So we'll watch the severe weather threat for Wednesday afternoon. You can see the highest focus would be towards the south, around Paducah, towards Poplar Bluff to the south, has the best chance of seeing that severe weather, being damaging wind gusts and that hail threat. But you can see the northern part of our area not really getting in on the action because of those morning storms, kind of leaving the instability further towards the south. So we are under a level 1 and 2 risk for that initial line of storms here. This is going to be the overnight hours around midnight to around 3 a.m. as those storms move through. Could see a few damaging wind gusts there, and then that threat continues for the afternoon tomorrow. Level 2 risk, if storms can get going, you can get a couple damaging wind gusts and hail here in southern Illinois. The best chance in that level 3 risk around Poplar Bluff and the boot heel of Missouri, where you have a lot more of that instability. You're going to see the chances for those damaging winds to increase across your area. Now, we do want that Storm Track 3 app handy. You'll get those alerts sent straight to your phone, especially during active periods like this, and a lot of rainfall to go. We're talking 2 to 6 inches across the entire area. 10-day forecast showing you one last day of dry weather today, potentially getting up to 90 degrees for a few of us. Those rain and storms become much more likely as we head towards Wednesday. And then as we head towards Thursday and Friday, more afternoon chances for showers and thunderstorms. It's not going to rain all day every day, but it will. We will have plenty of waves of that shower and thunderstorm activity heading into the weekend and even into early next week. We do, however, see potentially a cool down to some of those mid 70s by next week. So hopefully after some active weather, we can quiet down and cool off a little bit.
It was really hot when I came out this morning. I was surprised at how warm it was.
Yep, it's
so
warming
early.
up a lot today.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Nick.